How to cook skirt steak, 4 quick steps. How to cook skirt steak in 4 quick steps, and have it come out tender. Perfect for tacos and other Latin dishes. So delicious. Skirt steak, fraldinha in Portuguese, is an inexpensive yet versatile cut of beef. It's perfect for fajitas, Philly cheesesteak, pizzas and flatbread, sandwiches as well as tacos, Chinese stir-fry, barbecue, and many more dishes. Despite its wonders, this cut of steak can be a fairly tough cut of meat. Why? It comes from the plate beef cut, a boneless portion of the diaphragm muscle. Learn here how to cook skirt steak in just 4 quick, simple steps. How to cook skirt steak. These 4 steps will assure the best results: tender and juicy steak, prepared with 2 to 4 ingredients only. Our method on how to cook skirt steak can be used all year round, both indoors and out. Try out our method and simplify your life. 1. Tenderize the meat. Since skirt steak can be a little tough, tenderize it to optimize its texture. You can either buy the skirt steak already tenderized, or tenderize it yourself. Here's how: place steak on a cutting board, cover with plastic wrap, or place in a plastic bag. Pound very well with a hammer, frying pan to about 1/2 inch thick. I mean, pound, pound, and pound. Don't be shy. This step can make a huge difference whether you end up with a tough or a tender steak. Let chilled meat sit for about 20 to 30 minutes at room temp before cooking. 2. Cook beef skirt steak with coarse salt. Although a marinade or rub can be used to enhance the flavor and make the meat more tender, coarse salt is always the best option. Why? It dissolves while the steak cooks, and seasons it just right. It also serves to seal the meat, and prevents it from losing its juiciness and drying out. To cook this easy skirt steak, place about 1/2 to 1 tablespoon of coarse salt on a large cast iron griddle, flat side of the griddle without the grill marks, spreading it into a thin layer. Then, heat the griddle on medium-high heat over a large burner. When griddle is sizzling hot, don't worry when salt burns a bit. Place 1 steak, lightly brushed on both sides with vegetable oil, at a time on top of the coarse salt. Let meat get a good sear for about 2 to 3 minutes on one side. Then flip over and let cook for about 1 to 2 minutes on the other side, for rare to medium rare. Using a metal spatula, gently scrub off from the top of the steak any excess salt which has not melted. Use more salt to cook the other steak, also brushed with oil, if needed. 3. Let steak rest. Place cooked steak on a cutting board and let rest for at least 5 minutes before slicing. This prevents the juices from leaking out and leaving the meat tougher. If you want, sprinkle with black pepper and squeeze lime on top of the steaks. Although optional, these make meat taste even more delish. 4. Slice steak against the grain. First, notice which direction the fibers are running through the steak. Then, using a sharp knife, cut the meat against the grain, crosswise to the fibers, into bite-sized strips. Serve skirt steak strips by themselves or topped with chimichurri sauce. Skirt steak versus flank steak. Skirt steak is a cut of beef from the diaphragm muscles of the cow, with a stronger beefy flavor and tougher muscles. While flank steak comes from the bottom abdominal area of the cow. It's a thicker and wider cut than skirt steak. Some sell flank steak under the name London broil. Both are great either seared or grilled. Last, none are the same as hanger steak.